Hi everyone, I am here with a review of our last cello lesson, and this week we learned how to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, which you can see here on the screen. This also comes right out of your lesson book. It's on page 12, it's number 44, and this is such an important tune because we will be playing this in our first concert. So it's really important that you take some time this week to play through it, make sure you're very comfortable getting through this tune, and this is a lot of fun to play as well. Now before we start, the great thing about Twinkle is that almost everything in here we've learned already. There's only one new thing, and it's right here, this note that I'm circling with my mouse right now. This is the note B. Now, if you think back to our first cello lesson, we did learn how to play the note B. It's one finger on the A string. We just haven't learned how to read it yet. So right now, just kind of get it in your mind that that top, on the very, very top of the line, so that is a space note still, that's called the note B. That's whenever you see that, it's called B. When we learned this in class, we broke this up into 4 sections, which seemed to make it a little bit easier to learn. The first section is in this blue box. We called it the A section. So let's go through right now and read the notes to the A section. D, D, A, B, B, A, rest. G, G, F sharp, E, E, D, rest. Good. So again, all notes that we've learned before. Now we are going back and forth between the D and the A string, and then also just knowing where your fingers go for those notes. If you're still having trouble with that, you can go back and look at some of the previous lessons and previous pages in the book to help you remember how to play those notes. But here's what this A section sounds like. So the whole blue box will sound like this. Okay, so if you feel like you need some extra practice on that, you can pause the video right now and keep playing through that blue box and then come back and keep working with the video after. So the next section we called it the B section, and it's in this red box. It's a little bit shorter than the first part, but the notes for this, let's read them together, are A, G, G, F sharp, E. And we found that one of the more challenging parts of this is to go from the note A, which is an open string, over to 4 fingers on the D string for this note G. And so when I'm playing, even though I'm going to start with the note A, I'm actually going to have my fingers hovered over that G, those 4 fingers on the D string, ready to go so that I can just pop them down when I need them. Some students, if they have really round fingers and can keep them off of the A string, can actually press down for that note and really be ready to go. But I just recommend right now just hovering like this. So here's what that red box will sound like. Okay, so putting the blue and the red boxes, or the A and the B sections, together for the whole top line will sound like this. Good, and it's really important that we keep that nice open hand frame. I've seen that from so many of our cello players. So if you're doing that, great job. If not, just make sure that you're really opening that hand up so you can reach those notes. Now, the reason that we broke this top line up into those 2 parts is because if you look at the second line, you'll notice that it is basically the same thing, just in reverse order. So we have another B section, another red box here, the exact same notes, and then another A section, another blue box, and those are exactly the same. So the idea is that if you can play the top line, you can definitely play the bottom line. Then you just put them together and you have the whole tune, Twinkle Twinkle. So what I'll do right now is play the whole thing for you. If you're feeling like you would like to play with me, that would be a great way to practice, or you can just listen and then go practice on your own and come back again later and try. But here's Twinkle all the way through. And you can't see my bow right now in this video, but I am following the bowing directions that are given in the book. So there's down bows and retakes. If you feel really good about playing all the notes, your next step and your next challenge is to put in those bow directions. That's another really important thing to do. So just know that I am doing that, and would love to see that you can do that as well next week. So here's Twinkle. Okay, so that was the biggest part of the homework this week. The other thing is to keep working on that Peru Blue Boogie because we'll be performing that in the concert as well. In your next lesson, I'll be giving you some more tunes to work on for the concert. So happy practicing on Twinkle, and I will see you at your next lesson.